guys, Texas Joe here with another look at some figures we got in this week. Today we are looking at the G.I. Joe Classified Retro Craig Rock and Roll McConnell action figure. Now, of course, this one, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is the retro that we want and we need. Of course, he did come out in the original Classified, and he looked different. I mean, he had tattoos, and he just had, you know, he looked a lot different. Of course, later, if you don't know what he looks like, I'll show you a comparison time. But this is exactly what I think, you know, what we want. This is the original figure from the back in the day, looking really cool, having that green color on him. So I think a lot of collectors are going to enjoy this one. The artwork looks really cool. I mean, it's just, you know, a reversion of what originally they came out with. Looking really cool. You got that big G.I. Joe Starburst in the front, you know, and of course his name. Looks really nice in this standard blister packaging. Of course, filled with tons of cool stuff, but of course, you know, looking really nice. I'm really liking this. This is a really cool. I was looking forward to this one of the most, which is kind of funny because he wasn't really one of my go-tos, but definitely. And like I said before, here it comes in this, the back of the card. You got, you know, this big old file card, and then you got, you know, the the different languages. You know, I guess this France. I mean, is it French? I don't even know Spanish. Is that Spanish? I don't know. I can't really tell, but voice and I don't know. Anyway, like I said in Dr. Mindbender, I just wish this wasn't like that. I just wish we just had it just regular. But anyway, who cares? That's the cross sell right there. Dr. Mindbender and the Viper are in this wave, so definitely looking forward to getting Viper and getting a review on him. All right, let's get this guy out of the packaging and get a closer look at the G.I. Joe Classified Craig Rock and Roll McConnell figure from the G.I. Joe Classified. All right, here is Rock and Roll out of the packaging, looking super cool. I'm really liking these colors. It's a muted green, army green, which really looks nice. So let's look at a closer look at the face sculpt. Look at that, all that hair. He is hairy like animal. Loving that head sculpt. You got the ammo, I guess harness. This is all stuck together going here. Got those green. This is really nice. I'm really liking this. Got this supply belt on the side. Little cantina, little pouches for her Skittles. Got a gun holster on the side. And then you got this thing, I don't know what that is, maybe the remote control to the TVs. You got this basically brown boots. Looking really cool. I'm really liking this. I mean, this is basic, and I think that's one thing that I think a lot of people like. So it's not overkill. Now, we're going to look at the other Rock and Roll in just a second. But yeah, you know, what is missing, of course, the original did not have tattoos, so he does not have any tattoos, which I think a lot of people like about them. I mean, so that's really cool. Look at those eyes. He looks really cool. I'm really liking him. So let's look at the accessories he comes with. First and foremost, all the retro line comes with the figure stands. I'm not too sure why they don't do this for the classified figures. I think that would be a lot better in my opinion. He comes with the ammo sleeve. I'm not really particular with guns and all that kind of stuff, but the, you know, the barrel belt thingy. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Then he comes with a little walkie-talkie just like the other one. So little in case he needs to call somebody. And he comes with his little gun. And it's looking like most of the accessories are exactly he came with in the original one. So interesting. Now he has this little ammo thing where you can take this off. No, you can't take it off. Can you take it off? Yeah, you can take this off and put the big one in there if you want. So, you know, and this goes on his side hip. Couple of hands. He's got this, you know, cool dude rocker dude, you know, because remember, he's rock and roll, but without that tattoo on the hand. And then he has a fist punch to punch the Vipers that are coming soon. He's got his helmet. We've seen this helmet before with Airborne and other figures. So, you know. And then last but not least, he comes with his big gun. I don't know what that's called. Rifle somehow. So, you know. So he comes stacked with all the cool stuff. So let's go ahead and move all that to the side, and let's go ahead and get a real quick comparison time to the other rock and roll that came in the line. So here it is, a more modern version, of course. Yeah, it's the same buck. It's everything the same, but like I said, the tattoos are gone. You know, I guess this is before, this is after, I guess. Let's take off this helmet. Let's see both heads. I mean, yeah, this does definitely, well, this one looks younger. So, yeah. And of course, yeah, the same ammo, but yeah, it's the same exact figure. You have everything the same, except for, of course, the color decal, but this one, you know, comes in the army green, you know, more classic version. But yeah, everything's the same, so, except for, you know, like the tattoos and the face sculpt, this one looks a lot more classic. This one looks older, which is kind of funny because, you know, you would think, you know, you get the tattoos after you get older. All right, well, let me go ahead and put this guy together, put him on my turntable, give my final thoughts on the retro GIJOE classified rock and roll. Rock and roll. All right, here are my final thoughts on the GIJOE classified retro figure rock and roll. This guy looks cool. I mean, it's basically, like I said, this is a straight up repaint of the one that came out a few years ago. Now the head sculpt does look a little different. He does look older, which I thought was funny because, you know, I don't know. I mean, I thought maybe you would kind of like have an older version of the other one since he has all these tattoos and stuff. But this one is really, really cool. I'm liking that they're doing a lot of the, you know, original G figures. Hopefully we get most of them in the line. Hopefully next year we get some more, which is really cool. Flint's coming this year. Also CoverGirl. So it's really cool that we're getting all this. I mean, I like this guy. I'm very impressed with him. You know, I do have a area where I have all the retro figures. So this is definitely where he's gonna go. I like everything about him. He's really, really cool. So another figure I got was able to get on Amazon for $24.99. I believe he's still available, or, you know, as I speak. And like I said, they're coming out, you know, finally we get some more figures. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. And until next time, we'll see you later. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you like, share, and subscribe.